Hi, Desiree Ferrari, parenting coach here. Just want to talk to you today a little bit about the way we talk to our kids, right? There's a way that we can say things that has our kids a little more open to hearing what we have to say, a little more responsive in the way that we like for them to be. And then there's a way that we talk to our kids that really just turns them off and shuts them down and has them not caring what we say, not wanting to hear what we say, has them giving attitude back to us. And so what I want to invite you to notice is, what's the tone of voice that you use when you talk to your kids? Are you already making assumptions about what their answer is? Do you already know the answer before you ask them? So now you have a bit of a tone and an attitude, like, if you're looking at a sink full of dirty dishes and you're like, did you wash the dishes? That's just gonna put them on defense, right? Like, I would feel defensive if somebody asked me something that way, and I'd imagine you would too. Or noticing if it's something like, hey, who did this? Like, who ate the last of this? Who got the dirty footprints all over in front of the couch? Or whatever it is, if you ask them something like, hey, do you know who ate the last of this? Or who left this open? Or who left this out? Whatever the thing is, if you just ask them the way that you would talk to any other human being with the same level of respect, consideration that you would offer to anybody, right? Like, if you're really not sure, and if you don't want to make assumptions, or even if you think you know, or even if you do know, how does it help to talk to them with a tone that's going to put them on defense, right? And so it's not just about how they feel, but also that the way you're talking to them first is completely going to shift how they respond to you. And then it's gonna transform or really create whatever happens as a result. So if you're talking to them with just a really calm, not letting yourself get upset about it before you even ask kind of tone, then they're more likely to respond in a way that's not going to set you off. Because if you start and they come back with it and then you get mad, like, it's just going to build and it's just going to get nasty. And who wants that? Like, I know you don't, right? As a parent, we're already dealing with enough, aren't we? Do we really want to make it worse? So this is just a way that you can set yourself up for success. One of my favorite little tricks with this is, if I'm asking my kids something and I'm already annoyed or irritated, and yes, I do get annoyed and irritated with my kids too, I'm human, but as I pretend like I'm asking someone else's child, would I talk to someone else's child with this tone, right? And we tend to kind of talk to the people close to us, the people we love the most, with the least amount of respect. And I honestly don't know why that is. Maybe just because we feel safer with them. They're still gonna be here, they're still gonna love us, whatever, even if we talk to them this way. But wouldn't we really rather talk to the people we love the most with the most respect and consideration and kindness? So the next time you go to say something to your kid, when normally you might be barking at them or making assumptions or annoyed or irritated, if you can just stop yourself for a moment before you say it and ask them the way you would if you were asking one of my kids or your neighbor's kid or your best friend's kid or a stranger, you would ask them calmly, kindly, respectfully, maybe even lovingly, and just be sweet, right? Even imagine how your kid was when they were like 2, right? You probably weren't barking at your kid when they were 2. You were a little sweeter about it. You don't have to be overly sweetsy, but just show them a little kindness, show them a little consideration. And remember, kids learn what they live. So when you're being kind, you're being considerate, you're being respectful, that's what they're living and that's how they're gonna end up being. I hope that helps. Have an amazing day.